Excellency. It's so good to see you.
So nice to see you in person.
Wonderful to see you again.
总统颁授美国前白宫国家安全顾问欧布莱恩特种大綬景星勋章仪式开始。
The ceremony to confer the Order of Brilliant Star with Special Grand Cordon upon Ambassador O'Brien, the 27th United States National Security Advisor, will now begin.
宣读颂词。美国第27届白宫国安顾问欧布莱恩为杰出之政治家，才有卓越，志虑恢宏，致力促进中华民国台湾与美国之友好合作关系，成效斐然，深为中华民国台湾人民及政府所感佩。中华民国台湾政府依据勋章条例第8条之规定，经总统明令颁赠欧布莱恩国安顾问特种大綬景星勋章一座，以表彰其卓越贡献。中华民国112年3月21日于台北。
Citation. His Excellency Ambassador Robert O'Brien, the 27th United States National Security Advisor, is an outstanding statesman of remarkable erudition who played a key role in promoting relations between the Republic of China Taiwan and the United States of America. His exceptional contributions have earned him the sincere gratitude of the people and government of the Republic of China Taiwan. In recognition of Ambassador O'Brien's extraordinary achievement, the government of the Republic of China Taiwan, in accordance with Article 8 of the Orders Act and by presidential decree, hereby confers upon him the Order of Brilliant Star with Special Grand Cordon. Given in Taipei on the 21st day of the 3rd month of the 112th year of the Republic of China Taiwan, corresponding to the 21st day of the 3rd month of the year 2023 in the Gregorian calendar.
恭请总统授勋。
President Tsai will now confer the medal.
请总统与欧布莱恩大使合影。恭请总统致辞，各位贵宾请就座。
The President will now deliver her remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
欧布莱恩大使特例，各位访团的成员，各位贵宾，大家好。
Ambassador Robert O'Brien and Mrs. O'Brien, distinguished members of the delegation, esteemed guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon.
那今天在场的同时有我们总统府秘书长林佳龙，我们外交部长吴钊燮，还有我们国家安全会议辜立雄秘书长。
Today, we also have here with us the Secretary General to the President, Lin Jialong, Foreign Minister Joseph Wu, and Secretary General of the National Security Council, Wellington Gu.
欢迎欧布莱恩大使率团来台访问，各位贵宾都是台湾多年的好朋友，在不同的职位上持续关注台湾议题。我要感谢各位的来访，展现美国跨党派对台湾的支持。
I welcome Ambassador O'Brien as he leads this delegation to Taiwan. Our distinguished guests have all been good friends of Taiwan for many years. They continue to pay close attention to Taiwan-related issues as part of their varying roles. I want to thank you all for making this trip, which demonstrates bipartisan U.S. support for Taiwan.
欧布莱恩大使过去领导白宫国安会，成功推动阁员访台、6项保证解密以及深化台美经贸合作等政策，为提升台美关系创下重要的里程碑。
During his time at the White House as United States National Security Advisor, Ambassador O'Brien successfully promoted visits to Taiwan by members of the U.S. cabinet. He also oversaw the declassification of the 6 assurances and the strengthening of Taiwan-U.S. economic and trade cooperation. These were important milestones in upgrading Taiwan-U.S. relations.
今天我们特别透过颁证特种大綬景星勋章来表彰欧布莱恩大使对台美关系的贡献。我要代表所有的台湾人民表达最诚挚的感谢。
Today, by awarding Ambassador O'Brien the Order of Brilliant Star with Special Grand Cordon, we recognize his many contributions to Taiwan-U.S. relations. On behalf of the people of Taiwan, I want to extend our most sincere gratitude.
全球台湾研究中心，也就是 GTI， 是华府第一个也是唯一以台美研究为重心的智库。那么这一次 CTI 召集美台政策工作小组访问台湾，更展现出在台美交流上扮演重要的角色。
The Global Taiwan Institute is the first and only Washington-based think tank dedicated exclusively to exploring Taiwan-U.S. affairs. This trip to Taiwan by the GTI Task Force on U.S.-Taiwan relations demonstrates more than ever the crucial role that the Institute plays in Taiwan-U.S. exchanges.
近年来，台湾和美国的交流越来越密切。我们双方除了积极推动台美21世纪贸易倡议，也持续透过台美经济繁荣伙伴对话，也就是 EPPD， 以及贸易及投资架构协定，也就是 TIFA 等多重的机制，为台美经贸关系创造更多的利基，一起努力促进我们印太的繁荣发展。
In recent years, interactions between Taiwan and the United States have grown closer than ever before. In addition to actively promoting the Taiwan-U.S. Initiative on 21st Century Trade, we have continued to create even more niches for economic and trade ties to flourish, including such mechanisms as the Economic Prosperity Partnership Dialogue and Trade and Investment Framework Agreement. Together, we are striving to advance Indo-Pacific prosperity and development.
我们也感谢美国对台湾安全议题的关注。面对威权主义扩张，民主伙伴应该更团结，携手捍卫区域的和平稳定。欧布莱恩大使常引用雷根前总统的名言：“和平靠实力。”这句话我们也深有同感。
We also thank the United States for paying close attention to issues concerning Taiwan's security. In the face of expanding authoritarianism, democratic partners must stand even more united, jointly safeguarding regional peace and stability. Ambassador O'Brien frequently cites President Reagan's maxim of peace through strength. We profoundly agree with this sentiment.
这几年来，台湾除了提升国防预算、强化不对称作战能力，也成立全动署，整合后备及全民防卫。我们也透过跨部会的力量对抗假讯息及复合战。
Indeed, in recent years, Taiwan has increased its national defense budget and strengthened its asymmetric warfare capabilities. In addition to establishing the All-Out Defense Mobilization Agency to integrate reserve and civic defense resources, we are also drawing on the strengths of multiple government ministries and agencies to counter disinformation and hybrid warfare.
另外，台湾将从明年开始恢复1年期的义务役，强化自我防卫实力，并且展现捍卫民主的决心。我们所做的努力就是要落实和平靠国防，国防靠全民。
Furthermore, starting from next year, Taiwan is reinstating 1 year of mandatory military service. This will strengthen our self-defense capabilities and demonstrates our determination to safeguard democracy. Through all of these efforts, we are fulfilling the notion that peace depends on national defense and that national defense depends on the people of Taiwan.
我们也期待台湾和美国不论是在安全合作或者是经贸交流，都能持续深化伙伴关系。
Looking ahead, we anticipate that Taiwan and the United States can continue to deepen their partnership through security cooperation and economic and trade exchanges.
最后，再次感谢各位的来访，非常期待稍后的意见交流，也预祝访问一切顺利。谢谢。
In closing, I once again thank you all for your visit. I very much look forward to hearing and discussing your insights in just a few moments. I wish you all a fruitful and pleasant trip. Thank you.
请总统回座。
Madam President, please be seated.
请欧布莱恩大使致辞。
Ambassador O'Brien will now deliver his remarks.
Well, thank you, Madam President, Excellencies. I'm deeply humbled to receive the Order of the Brilliant Star with Special Grand Cordon. It's an incredible honor for me and for my entire family.
蔡总统阁下，各位官员，今天非常荣幸在这边接受特种大綬景星勋章，这对我本人还有我的家庭来说都是莫大的殊荣。
Your government, Madam President, has rolled out the red carpet for our delegation. Foreign Minister Wu, my good friend, Ambassador B. Kim in Washington, and the entire Ministry of Foreign Affairs and your government have provided us with extraordinary support, and the hospitality here is unmatched. I've traveled around the world many times to many countries, and the hospitality extended by Taiwan is amazing, Madam President. Thank you. And that's on behalf of the entire delegation.
在此，我也是要代表整个访团向蔡总统阁下表达谢意，因为我们此行受到非常大的欢迎，还有热情的接待。我的好朋友外交部吴部长，以及台湾驻美萧美琴大使，还有整个外交部给我们莫大的支持以及欢迎。我到访过世界许多地方，但没有一个像台湾如此的热情好客。
So our delegation is combined with ambassadors, generals, experts, former executive office officials, and we're here in Taiwan to listen. Our work will culminate in a report that will be published this summer that will focus on how we can improve the already good relationship between Taiwan, the Republic of China, and the United States of America.
本访团的成员包括前大使、军官以及各个领域的专家。那我们此行就是要来台湾吸收不同的经验以及意见。那么今年夏天，我们即将发布一份报告，来探讨中华民国台湾与美国如何深化已经很稳固的双边关系。
And our countries maintain a strong relationship, but it's a long relationship. It goes back to even before modern times, the modern relationship to the Churchill, Roosevelt, Chiang Kai-shek summit in World War II that resulted in the Cairo Declaration. And that relationship continues to grow stronger even today.
那么台美关系非常的强健，而且历史悠久。早在现近代以前，从这个开罗会议、蒋介石还有罗斯福总统的会议就已经开始我们之间的关系。
As you kindly mentioned, Madam President, at the NSC we sought to improve the relationship between Taiwan and the United States, and to promote a free and open Indo-Pacific that our good friend Prime Minister Abe-san talked about and gave us that term. And we had a great team working on that at the NSC. Alex Gray, Matthew Pottinger, and Allison Hooker, and Ivan Kanapathy, both of whom are here today, and many others, and they share in this recognition.
那么蔡总统如您所说的，我们美国的国安单位非常注重台美之间的关系，我们也致力于推动一个自由开放的印太区域，如同日本前首相安倍所说。那么我们美国也包括非常多这个关注台湾的学者，包括伯明，还有 Allison Hooker 等等的同事。
And Madam President, you kindly noted some of the things that we did to bolster the relationship, and I won't repeat those, but also mention that we got $18 billion in arms sales approved for Taiwan, including Harpoon anti-ship missiles and Stinger anti-aircraft missiles, among many other systems.
那么蔡总统刚刚提到了非常多关于台美关系之间推动的努力，这边我就不再赘述。那么我要讲的是，美国已经通过了一个180亿美元对台军售的计划，其中包括鱼叉飞弹、还有刺针飞弹等等的军备。
And we need to get those systems delivered now and not wait for them.
那我们希望现在就可以交付这些武器，而不需要再等待。
And I'm happy to say that in important ways, my successor, Jake Sullivan, the current American National Security Advisor, and the Biden administration are following through on many of the policies that we started.
那我这边也非常高兴的跟总统报告，我非常高兴的看到我们现任的美国白宫国安顾问 Sullivan， 还有整个拜登政府都持续在继续之前的政策方向。
And Madam President, I want to thank you for something personal that happened at the outset of COVID, and Foreign Minister Wu as well. At the outset of the pandemic, we didn't have enough PPE in America. It was being used at hospitals and in medical facilities. But we needed PPE and face masks in the White House, and we had nowhere to get it. And then a shipment came in from Taiwan. And we were able to put the men and women who work in the White House Situation Room on our crowded watch floor. We were able to give them masks. And it helped give the first family masks. They all said made in Taiwan on them. And we appreciated that very generous thing that you did to help us do our job safely at a time when we didn't want to take our own PPE away from the medical professionals. So thank you, Madam President.
在这边我也要向蔡总统以及吴部长特别致谢，因为在新冠疫情刚开始的时候，我们美国非常缺乏口罩以及个人防护衣，这些医疗设备主要都提供给医院还有医护的设施。那我们在白宫的这些员工就没有这些东西。那当时台湾提供了我们一批的这个防护衣还有口罩，让我们能够安全无虞的继续我们的工作。那包括总统的第一家庭也使用了这些口罩，都是台湾所制造的，所以在这边我要特别致谢。
It meant a lot to us. So Taiwan is a shining example of what democracy, the rule of law, and individual liberty can mean to a country.
那么台湾是一个很好的典范，它展现出民主、法治以及个人自由可以如何被发扬光大。
But unfortunately, as you pointed out, Madam President, there are autocracies and totalitarian regimes around the world that don't value those same principles of freedom that we believe in.
但是如蔡总统所说，很可惜世界上有集权以及威权的政体并不重视我们所尊重的这些自由等价值。
But we know, as you pointed out, Madam President, that a strong defense deters aggression. Thus, I'm pleased to see that Taiwan is spending more on its security, and as you pointed out, is lengthening the conscription enlistment term, and is deploying anti-access area denial platforms, asymmetric platforms, that'll turn Taiwan into a porcupine and make it stronger and safer.
那如同蔡总统所说，有好的国防能力就可以嚇阻敌人的攻击。那我很开心看到台湾投注了越来越多的资源在国安方面，包括延长兵役，还有投资在这个拒止介入，还有在加强不对称战略以及豪猪战略等方面都有琢磨。
Now, should an aggression take place by a totalitarian regime against Taiwan, and it's our hope and our prayer that it never does, I want you to know that I believe the United States will stand with Taiwan.
那么我们非常不乐意看见台湾受到威权政体的攻击。那么我们会希望也为台湾所祷告，这样的事情不要发生。那我可以保证，美国会与台湾团结站在一起。
Now, President Trump made this very clear to his counterparts, and President Biden has said 4 times publicly that if Taiwan is attacked, America will stand by Taiwan.
那么，川普总统也有这样子同样的立场。拜登总统更是4次公开声明，假如台湾遭受攻击，美国一定会协防台湾。
Now, for Lomri and me, this is personal because our 2 daughters both serve as young officers in the United States Armed Forces. So we know that commitment has special meaning for us as parents of soldiers and airmen, and for many American families.
那么这样子的承诺对我个人来说意义深重，因为我的2个女儿都在美国的国军里面从军。那么这个承诺对于所有的美国家庭来说也都是意义深远。
Now let me be very clear because I want to make this statement so that those who would twist our words and engage in propaganda and misinformation can't do so. America is not attempting to change the status quo with respect to Taiwan. Not President Trump, not President Biden.
在这边，我要清楚的做一个澄清，这样子才不会有人恶意的去扭曲我们的话，进行假讯息攻击。这边我要澄清的是，美国并没有任何的意图要改变台湾的现状，不论是川普或者是拜登总统都没有这样子的意愿。
Now, Madam President, what America and its partners have made clear is that the world will not go back to a century or more ago when a large neighbor could invade its smaller neighbor for glory or for territorial expansion or for economic gain.
在这边，美国以及美国的盟友都要强烈的澄清一件事，那就是我们不愿意让世界回到几个世纪以前，当时一个强大的国家可以任意的侵略规模较小的邻国，只为了自己的荣耀，为了扩张领土，或者是为了自己的经济利益。
In the not too distant past, we watched Saddam Hussein's Iraq invade Kuwait. We watched the junta in Argentina invade the Falklands. And sadly, more recently, we watched Putin's Russia invade Ukraine.
在过去这样子的情境当中，我们看到海山在伊拉克所做的事情，还有阿根廷，以及最近普丁入侵乌克兰等等的行径。
But, Madam President, what we know is that those wars did not work out very well for the first two regimes. The junta and Saddam are in the dustbin of history, and it's not going to work out well for Vladimir Putin either.
那蔡总统，我们可以看到刚刚提到的前两个政权下场都不是很好，那么我相信普丁的下场也不会太好。
Putin's ambitions have led to muddy fields full of dead young Russian soldiers, a degraded Russian military, Moscow having to go hat in hand to the Iranians, to Tehran for weapons, and all while its economy has been cut off from the West.
那么，普丁的作为让俄罗斯的军队受到极大的打击，还有许多年轻的士兵因此丧生。俄罗斯甚至需要向伊朗、德黑兰求助来要求军备。那么，俄罗斯的经济也彻底的受到西方的制裁。
And for those who would think that countries of the West and the free world would stand idly by, that invasion led to an expansion of NATO with Sweden and Finland that no one expected.
那么，西方世界的自由世界也因此更加的团结。我们看到瑞典还有芬兰都开始想要加入北约，这是大家从来没有想过的事情。
Now, Russia is even at risk of becoming a vassal state to its eastern neighbor.
那么，俄罗斯对于它周边的邻国来说是越来越大的一个威胁。
And I expect that the 1860 Treaty of Peking will be renegotiated by the Secretary General of the Communist Party of China and at Russia's expense.
那么，我也希望中共还有俄罗斯能够在这个事情上面重新思考过去的政策。
So Ukrainians inspire us with their bravery and their determination in defending their homes. But I believe the people of Taiwan would do the exact same thing if they face similar circumstances.
乌克兰的人民在这个战争中展现了极大的勇气以及保家卫国的决心。我相信台湾如果面临同样的处境，也一定会做一样的事。
Now, Madam President, you know this. The United States and Taiwan want peace, and we pray for peace in this beautiful region.
蔡总统阁下，台湾和美国都希望能够有世界和平，那我们也为世界和平而祈祷。
Peace results in the free flow of commerce, in culture, in prosperity, and in friendship.
因为只有和平才能够带来好的经济文化交流、繁荣以及友谊。
But our adversaries must know that we will never exchange our freedom, our principles, our values, and sacrifice them in exchange for peace. Instead, we will secure peace through our strength.
我们要清楚告诉我们的敌人，我们不会牺牲和平来交换自由，或者是我们坚守的原则以及价值。我们会透过我们的实力、力量来守护和平。
Again, Madam President, you've done me a high honor by bestowing this award on behalf of Taiwan to me. Thank you very much. May God bless you. May God bless you. May God bless the Republic of China, Taiwan, and may God bless the United States of America.
在这边再次感谢蔡总统代表台湾政府及人民颁赠这个荣誉特种大綬景星勋章。在这边我要说天佑台湾，天佑中华民国台湾的人民以及美国。
谢谢布莱恩大使。